Yep, it's time to talk about Lego Star Wars again.
But kitty guy, you never talk about Lego Star Wars.
I know, this is a pretty rare topic for me. But I do think it's time we have this discussion. Recently, I replayed the entirety of Lego Star Wars. Okay, not the entirety, but the entire story. I replayed the whole story on Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. Now that every level is fresh in my mind, it's time to stick them all in a list.
Okay, now this is just a template that someone created on the tier maker website, so I'm actually gonna delete E tier because I don't want that. Also, I didn't replay the bonus levels, so I'm actually just gonna add a row and do bonus levels. And I'm just gonna put those in there because I can't critique them. I didn't replay them. That would be very unfair of me.
All right, let's start this off with the very first level of episode 1, Negotiations. We're starting off with a banger, am I right? This level's fantastic. I mean, it's a perfect tutorial level. It has great atmosphere. It's a great introduction to lightsaber combat mechanics and using droids, and the enemies get tougher as it goes on, and it's honestly just a blast. You really can't go wrong with this level. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it in A tier. All right, there we go. The first level's on the board. All right, so we're off to a great start. This next level is not so great. Invasion on Naboo, or Invasion of Naboo, I don't know. This level's not that great. You just kind of walk straight through a forest and that's about it. I mean, the level's like not the worst level in the game, but that's going in fucking D tier. Alright, episode 1, level 3. Now this level's much better. It's a solid introduction to blaster characters, the layout of the level is really fantastic, and it's just a lot of fun the whole way through. That being said, I wouldn't rank it as high as Negotiations. It doesn't quite reach that level, but I'm gonna put it in B tier. Alright, now this is where the list is gonna start to get a little bit controversial. The Podrace level. Now, I know a lot of people love this level. A lot of people probably maybe hate this level. I don't fall into either of those categories. I think the level's okay. It's kind of repetitive. It's a little slow. In my opinion, the level is too easy. It's too easy to not die. It's too easy to win the race. I know the original version of the level was much more difficult. However, I didn't replay that in preparation for this video, so I am ranking the new version of this level, and I think it's... I'm gonna put it in C tier. Alright, level 5, Retake Thied Palace. This level's fucked in the head. There are so many characters, there's so much going on, it's absolute chaos, and you'd think that would be pretty fun. But somehow it manages to be one of the most dull levels in the game? I don't even know how this one exists. This one's going in D tier. Alright, everybody calm down, it's okay, we're okay now, we're back to the good levels. Darth Maul. This level's amazing. You chase Darth Maul through this whole really cool area. There's these big beams you can go up and get mini kits. There's the battle droid commanders, and they're calling upon their whole armies, and you gotta fight everybody. The duel at the end with Darth Maul himself is a blast, and the music. The music. Duel of the Fates, man. God. Darth Maul's A tier. I like it even more than Negotiations, actually, so it's gonna go in front of Negotiations within A tier. Alright, next on the list, Bounty Hunter Pursuit. Fuck this level. You just fly straight. And then you go around a few turns and a little tunnel, and then you stop at this part. And you gotta get torpedoes, and you gotta blow up these 6 things. It's boring, but you do it and you move on. And you're like, okay, I can move on from here, I'll be fine. But then the game stops you again. You gotta stop at another section. And there are 6 more that you have to blow up. Except there aren't just 6 now, there's actually 12 that you need to destroy. And it's so boring. It's so tedious, so slow. And the level tries to redeem itself at the end, alright? It tries to redeem itself with this stupid fucking boss fight that takes 2 seconds. It's the lamest boss fight in the game. It sucks. This level, I'm just so angry. Alright. That was bad. That was bad. It was a bad level. It was a bad level. This next level is not bad at all. In fact, it's great. This level is Discovery on Kamino. This level's simply amazing. I love the atmosphere. I love the look of everything. I love the music. I love the encounters with Jango Fett. It's just so much fun the whole way through. There's a variety of tasks to complete throughout the level, so it never gets stale, it never gets boring, and it ends with such a kick-ass boss fight. This level is S tier. Get up there. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This next level is great as well. Droid Factory. I've always had a soft spot for this level. It's another level with incredible atmosphere. The level isn't perfect. It's not quite as memorable as Discovery on Kamino, but it's still a damn good level, and it's an A tier for me. In fact, I think I'm gonna put it between these two. Fuck it, it's going in front of Darth Maul. Alright, the next level, Jedi Battle. Now, this level's okay. It's not great, it's not terrible. I do like that you get to play as Mace Windu, but it's also kind of a repetitive level. It's just fighting enemies in this little arena the whole time. And it's not terrible, again, and it's also not too long of a level. But it's just not one of the most memorable levels to me. However, it is elevated by the fact that they send swarms of battle droid securities for you to slaughter. And I hate battle droid security. Alright, everybody buckle up because we have another opinion coming up that's kind of on the controversial side. A lot of people don't like Gunship Cavalry. And I went into this level on my replay fully expecting to dislike it and to rate it very low. However, I actually ended up really enjoying it. Now, the first part of this level's simple. You use the tow cable bombs to blow up the stuff powering the force field, and then you move on to the next area. Now, when you get to the second area, it's the same thing as you just did before, but this time it's more difficult. Now, the reason why this doesn't get repetitive is because there is enough variation in the design of the level that it keeps things interesting the whole way through. Thankfully, the level does not make the mistake of repeating these first 2 sections for a third time. Instead, it brings you into an entirely new section that feels fresh and original compared to the first 2. So, overall, it's a pretty enjoyable level, and I'm gonna stick it in low A tier. Alright, Count Dooku. I don't have a whole lot to say about this level. It's just a simple boss fight. It's fun, it's enjoyable. It's not great, but it's still pretty, it's it's just B tier. It's such a B tier level that I'm not even going to explain this any further. If I can, let me just stick that in there. If I can, there we go. Yeah, it's just a B tier for me, and that's Count Dooku. Battle over Coruscant. This level's pretty iconic. What a friggin' good time. This is actually an auto-scrolling level, and that definitely runs the risk of being slow and boring and repetitive, but it's paced perfectly. This level is so unique compared to the rest. It's so much fun. It's great for collecting studs. Overall, I love this one. I always am super ecstatic to replay it, and it's S tier. This is an S tier. Watch this. I'm going to put this in S tier.
This is an S tier level. All right, the next one, Chancellor in Peril. Now, this level's not bad. It's definitely a little bit of a step down from the first level of episode 3, but it's still enjoyable. I've always really liked this one. There's a lot of variation in the level design. These guys are always a blast to fight, and this is probably my favorite Count Dooku boss battle out of the two. Yeah, this one's like a high B tier for me. General Grievous. Now, I've always kind of liked this level. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's kind of bland, but it feels unique. It's got a unique feel to it, you know, like the atmosphere. I think it's better than Jedi Battle for sure. I don't think it's better than Escape from Naboo. I'm gonna stick it right there. It's like a mid B tier for me. All right, now this next level fucking sucks. Defense on Kashyyyk. This thing, how do they make this so boring? I like the Order 66 cutscene. That's fun. But the rest of it is just kind of like walking around Kashyyyk, and it's just, I don't know. Does anyone really like this level? I've never really liked it. I've always found this to be the worst of episode 3. This one just doesn't really do it for me. I think I'm putting this one in D tier. It's not quite F tier. It's not quite F tier. But it's definitely D tier. I can't rank it any higher than that. All right, the next level. Ruin of the Jedi, I think it's called. This level's alright. It's not that great. Overall, you don't really do anything. It's kind of boring, but I still kind of enjoy it when I play it. I like exploring around the Jedi temple. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as some of the other bad ones I've mentioned, but it's like C tier. All right, the final level of Revenge of the Sith. This is the best level in the game. It's a perfect level. It's perfect. It is a perfect finale. It's a perfect co-op level. You know, there's always so many tasks to be done with you and your co-op partner. You know, there's the whole parkour thing at the beginning, and that's so much fun. And then there's the whole like lifting up the towers and you know, trying to get more time on the clock. And then there's the whole section where you're going across and you got to lift up all the things. And then there's even more parkour at the end. And then finally, at the very end, you fight each other. I mean, what a wild level. Easily the most memorable level of the entire game. I mean, this is an S tier easy. In fact, this is the very top of S tier. This level is amazing. And it's already time for another banger. The first level of episode 4, Secret Plans, is amazing as well. I've spoken a lot about atmosphere so far and how much that means to me when ranking these levels. You know, how a level looks and feels and sounds and smells and tastes. Secret Plans excels at all of this, and it easily ranks up there with Discovery on Kamino. I mean, this level also has Rebel Friend. There's a fucking crane. Easy S tier, probably right below Discovery on Kamino, but man, what a great level. Episode 4, Level 2, Through the Junland Wastes. I've always kind of liked this level, and replaying it the other day, I really like it. You play as Luke and Obi-Wan, you travel through a really interesting location and fight off sand people. You go through a sand crawler at one point, which is a lot of fun. And riding that speeder around at the end is a blast. This is like a mid-A tier for me. I'm gonna put it ahead of Gunship Cavalry, but behind Negotiations. All right, episode 4, level 3, Mos Eisley Spaceport. Now, this kind of loses the steam that the first 2 episode 4 levels had. And that's fine. It's just not an amazing level, but it's still enjoyable. It has a fun boss battle at the end. And it's nice to go through the cantina as well, and it's, you know, the dewbacks, and you ride around on them. It's fine. It's B tier. I'm gonna stick it ahead of Count Dooku, behind Chancellor and Peril.
This next level, Rescue the Princess, is amazing. It's fantastic. You're sneaking around the Death Star, going through all kinds of rooms and hallways and shooting people and doing all kinds of fun stuff. This level's just a blast. I've always loved this one. This is S tier for me. I'm gonna put it in low S tier, but it's definitely, yeah, it's higher than A tier. It's S tier, low S tier. That's where the level ranks. Next level isn't quite as good. It's still fine, but it loses a lot of that steam that the previous level had. It's a little boring at times. It does get kind of slow and repetitive, but it's still a good level. I'll put it in B tier. It's going, I think I like it more than Mos Eisley Spaceport. I like it a little less than Chancellor in Peril. So it's going right there. And finally, Rebel Attack. Now, this level is pretty good overall. I don't think it's bad, but it does get a little repetitive at points. I think if it were a little bit shorter, then I would love it. However, I am putting it in B tier, and it's gonna go... I'm putting it before that one, and after that, it's going right there. Overall, A New Hope's pretty good. I mean, we got 2 levels in S tier, we got 1 level in A tier, and we got 3 levels in B tier. All right, next level. This is the first level of The Empire Strikes Back. Now, this isn't a terrible level, but it's not great. It's very slow, very repetitive, but it's still pretty fun, and the music's pretty kick-ass. Overall, I enjoy this one, but it's not... you know, it's nowhere near some of the better levels. This one is a low B tier for me. All right, next level, Escape from Echo Base. Now, this one's a little bit better than the previous level, but it's still not great. It still suffers from just being a little bit slow, but the music is gorgeous, so I really don't mind walking through the Echo Base, because that's what it is. It's just a lot of walking through the Echo Base and just... you know, not much really happens, but the music is gorgeous, and it makes that walk really nice. Really peaceful overall. I enjoy this level, but it's not great. It's like a high B tier, I think. I'm gonna put it... I'm gonna put it... Actually, I'm gonna put it ahead of Rebel Attack. I'm gonna put it right here. Yep, it's going right there. I have decided it is going there. Alright, this one fucking sucks. This goes in D tier. Fuck this level. It's so repetitive. You just fly forward and blow up asteroids. The only thing that's kind of good about the level is that you can go inside the little worm guy, or big space worm guy, and the music's pretty good. But then again, every level has pretty good music. I don't fucking know. Dagobah! Dagobah has always been a painfully average level to me. It's never really been that exciting. It's never been terrible. You just play it. You go through it and it's fine. It's a B tier for sure. I think it's better than the Hoth battle, in my opinion, I think. Yeah. And I think it's better than Jedi battle. And I think it's kind of better than... Where am I putting this? I really don't know where to put this one. I'm gonna put it right here in B tier. It's fine. The level's fine. Why is Lego Yoda in all of the lamest levels? He's like the best character. Episode 5, Level 5, Cloud City Trap. This level's actually pretty good. I really like that it's kind of just this long boss battle with Darth Vader. You kind of chase him around this whole area in Cloud City, and it's just a lot of fun. The music's beautiful. I don't know. This is a great level. I'm gonna put it in low A tier. Now this next level's even better. Episode 5, Level 6. I think it's called Betrayal on Bespin. This level's great. You get to play as Lando. Leia's got some cool hair going on, and you're just running through this whole Cloud City area. You get to fight Boba Fett at one point, and it's just... it's a lot of fun. I like that you have to build C-3PO during the level. It's just hilarious. It's great. I like this. This is going in S tier, and it's going right here. All right, Return of the Jedi at level 1. I've never really liked Jabba's palace. It's not a terrible level, but it's just really slow and kind of boring and long, and the boss battle at the end isn't even that fun. I don't know. This has never really been a great level for me. I think I'm gonna stick this in C tier. Episode 6, Level 2, the one with the Sarlacc Pit. Now, this level's not as bad. This one's actually, it's pretty good. I like all the fighting at the beginning. I like fighting Boba Fett. It's pretty fun. The cannon at the end's pretty cool. I don't know, this is a B tier for me. I'm gonna put it, I think I like it a little more than Dagobah, but a little, I don't actually, oh my god. I'm gonna put it right before Count Dooku? No. No. Yes. Yes. That's where it's going. Speeder Showdown. This level is kind of lame. The level's very slow and repetitive. It's kind of fun when you're actually riding your speeder and shooting down enemies, but the rest of the level is just running around this giant area trying to slowly put ATSTs together. Like, I don't know, it's really kind of lame. It's like a low C tier for me. Alright, episode 6, level 4. This one's pretty slow and dull as well. It's just kind of walking through the forest and shooting enemies. It's not that fun, but I do like the end of the level where you go into this secret base and you kind of just start blowing stuff up. That's really enjoyable. For that reason, I do not hate this level, but it's like high C tier for me. I'm gonna put it ahead of the pod race. There are some pretty stinky levels in Return of the Jedi, but this next level is great. This level's awesome. You play as Luke and Darth Vader, and you just fight the Emperor the whole time. And he's got like this huge health bar. And it's just, it's amazing. You gotta fight the Death Star guards. You listen to this amazing music, and you fight the Emperor, and he goes, overall, this is just a really fantastic level. I think it deserves S tier. I'm gonna put it in S tier right now. It's going right in the middle of S tier. Here we are, the final level. Into the Death Star. This level's not bad. It's not great. It's just like a B tier. I don't know. It's nice. You get to fly around as the Millennium Falcon, and you know, music's great as always. I like the part where you fly out of the Death Star while it's blowing up. I don't know. This is a B tier. It's like, I think I like it more than Dagobah, but not as much as that. Yeah, it's going right there. That's where it's going right there. Well, that's it. Subscribe for the next video. Goodbye.